This is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another book review. And I just recently finished The Long Mars by Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter. And it's actually quite amusing because in this particular volume, the final part of the trilogy, the Russians reach Mars before the Americans do, and of course they make a big deal out of it. It reflects on the space race of the 50s and the 60s. If any of you are alive to remember that, it's making fun of it, and of course you have the same creatures involved. In this particular version, you've got the trolls, the elves, the kobolds, and creatures called beagles. And beagles really aren't that friendly. They're very bellicose and feral, and not to be trusted. They just live by this instinct of kill or be killed. But there are beagles that have been tamed, so they're kind of like humanoid dogs. And the kobolds are kind of like humanoid wolves. And then the trolls are kind of like chimpanzees in their appearance, but they're not threatening, they're not violent, and they have something called the long call, in which they can call other trolls from other Earths, or in this case from other Marses. Well, the Marses are actually discovered by some astronauts, and they come across these creatures that are sort of like fire-breathing dragons. They breathe methane, and they'll ignite it. So that's pretty interesting. Within the course of the book, Joshua Valiant, who is the hero of all three books in the trilogy, he is a natural stepper, just as his wife is, Sally. And they come across these groups of people that they call themselves the ones that are awake, and they call Joshua and his cohorts the sleepwalkers, but they didn't want to call them something more debilitating or derogatory. And I thought, come on, why are you so snooty about it? You're just a bunch of you're a bunch of arrogant, conceited jerks if you think that you're more intelligent. Well, they said, well, it's so easy for us to come in and out of existence. We've been stepping for years, and you have a natural ability. You were the first natural-born stepper, etc., etc. You know, people had to step with the stepping devices, and Joshua was the only one that was he had the ability to do so just without even thinking about it. Same thing with Sally. So it's very interesting, and I highly recommend the whole series. It kind of ends up in the air. It leaves you to your own conclusions. The trolls come back. Originally, there's a mystery involving the trolls, and there are beagles that are being domesticated. Then you've got the discovery of the Marses and how long they go, and these anomalies called jokers. They're actually jokers. They're described in length in all three books, and jokers are basically worlds that flicker in and out of existence. They are there, but they're not, and it's hard to describe a joker in and of itself, but it's very complicated. I got a fly on my arm. Yeah, that was random. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, look, he's not even moving. Like, hey, human. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. See if I care. I won't swat you. I'll let you live. I mean, you're a decomposer, right? See, I've lost my mind. Oh well. That's all I have to say about it. It's actually kind of pretty. But that's all I have to say about The Long Mars.